ready for action. Actually, not quite. No, that's not done because I don't have the bottom piece. I should put in the bottom piece out. Jeez. And there it is. A little tiny poop of shaving cream. As you can probably see, I'm not pressing hard at all because I need to make sure that the double-edged sword here is just doing its job by itself with minimal amount of pressure. Okay, so today I shall be shaving off my majestic dirt. The dirt on my chin. I can't really call it a tangible beard because I've got these patches. I guess it's genetics, or that's just my body. But nevertheless, it's been a couple of weeks. I think it is time for me to finally take care of this non-goodness. And I thought I'd take this opportunity and record some very cool sounds, which only me, all alone, going to listen to, maybe with a couple of people. Nevertheless, jumping straight in to this, I am actually going to start off by saying that I love using the double razor, or the double-edged razor. That's my personal favorite. I've had this for a few years now. I believe it's Merker. That's right. Purchased on Amazon. Yeah, 2-3 years or so. Still running strong. This thing is an absolute beast, coming from Germany, and it seems that a lot of these things that are coming from Germany are pretty good. Should last me a few decades at least. I'm going to remove the old razor blade because I haven't used it in a couple of weeks. I must have gotten it all. I'm going to be very, very careful doing that. Make sure that nothing else is in my hands, and okay, I shouldn't really be holding it like that because I'm going to cut myself. But right here, we're going to dispose of this guy, and I use Astra. These are superior platinum ones, also on Amazon. I've got a full pack of them. 20 cartons, and there are, I believe, 5 of these razor blades in each carton. So that is going to be thrown out, actually recycled. I'm collecting those, and eventually I'm going to take them to the barber shop. And all of these are going to get recycled. A little homemade disposable jar. Alright, so razor blade and my double-edged razor shaver is there. Now onto my shaving cream. This is what I use. Proraso. I personally like the smell of old barbershop, and that's why I use this shaving cream. It's also easy to foam up and lather. Yeah, just an overall great shaving cream. Definitely would recommend. I believe it's around $10 on Amazon. I tend to get them around stores that, well, there's a store here in Canada that's called Winners, or Marshalls. Sometimes they have them there for much cheaper, around $8 or so. Also lasts me about, if I shave maybe 3 to 4 times. No, okay. So I shave about, if I let this baby go for winter, yeah, I would say at least once a week, maybe 2 times a week. If you're shaving more frequently, obviously you're going to use up this little tube of shaving cream much faster, but for me this lasts a little longer. So that is that, and of course for my brush, and a little cup. I use a metal one. It's very simple to use, obviously, because it's metal. Some people prefer ceramic or glass. To me, stainless steel is fine. And a brush. I don't know why, something about the brushes that they smell so good prior to shaving. Actually, the more you shave with that one, the more it becomes softer. Oh, just remember, that's a boar brush right here. You can kind of see it dust. You can see a little bit of the dust coming out. That's just leather dust. Yeah, leather dust. That is just cream dust, I guess. Dry cream, nothing else. Maybe a little bit of dry skin. Yeah. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, get a new razor blade. Double edge. Astra Superior Platinum. It's a wax paper, so also recyclable. I think overall the thing about straight razor shaving or double edge razor shaving is that it's super recyclable. Pretty much all items are recyclable, so they're either made out of paper or metal, which means these items could be recycled. Come on. Yeah, I'm playing around too much with this. That's when major cuts happen. That's done. Ready for action. Actually, not quite. No, that's not done because I don't have the bottom piece. I should put in the bottom piece out. Jeez. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. That would have been interesting. So, yes, what I've got to do is I got to make sure that I place the bottom piece first. Then once I hold it like that, the bottom piece is here. We are going to screw in the handle. Just like that. Okie doke. My shaver is ready. I've got to make sure that I get a little bit of hot water on my brush. Actually, what I do is I place the brush into the cup and then I soak it for maybe just a couple of minutes in hot water. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And then we're going to add some cream and to go from there. The brush is wet. And that's exactly how we need it. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a little bit of shaving cream. And there it is, a little tiny poop of shaving cream. I don't really need a lot. This should do the job of getting my face all foamed up. So what I do, I take my wet brush and I start the lathering process. And mess my bathroom up as well as I'm at it. There it is. We're getting some foam. And that's exactly what we need. lots and lots of foam. I'm just doing circular movements inside the cup. Get a nice shot of this. Okay, now it's all foamed up. I'm going to apply some shaving cream on my face. So what I also do is I make sure that I get some foam going on my face as well. The more the merrier. So what I need to do is create a protective layer on my face with that foam. Alright, that is done. The next thing I'm going to do is I make sure that I warm up my shaver. And once my shaver is nice and hot, I go ahead and make a first stroke. So, with the first stage, I've got to make sure that I go with the grain. I feel the razor is catching onto my hairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my face. And whenever I feel that, I go ahead and wash my face and apply a little bit more cream. Okay? Even though I have some, so I've got some cream left here, which is fine. I'll make sure that I lather up a little bit more cream. And we're going to proceed to the chin and the under chin, closer to the neck. And as you probably remember, I've only added so much of that, literally a tiny little squirt, a little poopy of cream, and there's a lot of it actually that we can lather up the consistency of water and cream is correct. Alright. So I'm still going with the grain. Not going against, but with it. Whenever I feel it catch, that's when I stop going against it, because it seems that my hair goes upwards this way and downwards here, and it kind of meets in the middle. I think every single growth of hair is going to be very peculiar and unique, so it's important, I think, that we all, us men, figure out what would be the best way to do it. But okay. Whoops. Getting untied over here. Okay. Oh, good. Missed a spot here as well. So this was stage 1. I still got plenty of little stubbles left around my face, and I'm going to jump into stage 2, which is cleaning up my face, applying another layer of shaving cream, and then going for against the grain. Preferably it is done when the pores in the skin are open, which means after the shower. But I guess my skin is already about room temperature at this point in time. The pores are closed fairly, so I'll do my best to open them up with just hot water, and I'll go ahead and apply more cream, and off I go, shaving it off. In old traditions of ASMR videos, alright. Shaver nice and hot. Here we go, against the grain. probably notice I make quite a bit of faces. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stretch the skin so I don't get little nicks with the shaver. I gotta make sure that it's almost like a balloon in a way that I can just shave off the hairs that are sticking out. And we should probably get this part warmed up a little bit more and apply a little bit more cream. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You can probably see I'm not pressing hard at all because I need to make sure that the double-edged sword here is just doing its job by itself with minimal amount of pressure. The razor blade is sharp. If I start applying pressure, I'm gonna probably cut myself, so I just allow the razor blade to do its job. And I stretch my skin, and it depends on the angle where I stretch my skin. It elevates the hairs up, and when I catch them with the razor blade, obviously they get cut because the razor blade is nice and sharp. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we're doing here. This whole process is a bit of a, I guess we could say, meditation. I personally allow myself at least 15 to 20 minutes to get my shave done, because it's just this could be a dangerous process, but it's also very satisfying in the end. When I used to shave with the disposable shavers, it was fine. You get these 4 edges or 4-edge swords. You get these 4 razor blades essentially, which get dull pretty fast, maybe on a second or third shave or so. But with this lasts me. The single blade lasts about same thing for 5 good shaves, and then you just dispose of it, and it gets recycled, and you feel good that you had recycled, and you feel good, or at least I do, after a really good shave, very close shave. So I'm going to finish this up by washing my face and applying a little bit of an aftershave cream and get myself ready for a day. One thing I forgot to mention that is after every shave, I make sure that I finish up with cold water, because cold water is going to close up the pores, and if you ended up cutting yourself here and there, it's going to help you out with closing up the possible little tiny cuts and stop the bleeding. Just make sure that you have maybe isopropyl alcohol in handy if you need to stop the bleeding. Also, the good old way of doing this is taking a little piece of toilet paper and applying it to the cut. Don't do that, but it's still being done to the present day. Gee, I hope not. Did I just tell everyone that I do it? No, I don't. I don't do that. The final part is the aftershave. So I squeeze out a little line onto my finger here, and we are going to apply some on my face. Okay, and that is my shaving routine. I don't know if people watched it for the sake of learning something. If you did watch it for the sake of learning something, well, I hope it helped you in some way. If you just watched it for the sake of getting them triggers in ASMR style and how it happened on my face. Finally, the dirt is off my face, that's for sure. And as they say to the man who just shaved, you look like you are a baby, sir. But it still feels fresh. It feels absolutely great. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed being with me as much as I have enjoyed being with you, the camera. And, well, hopefully I'll see you in the next one.